came from a background of environmental science, but mostly marine biology. So I hadn't done anything ag related. And I remember thinking, I am not qualified for this, but after a while, it just kind of becomes something that you learn and you do every day.
I'm a Peace Corps volunteer in Senegal. I'm a community economic development volunteer. One part of community economic development is working with entrepreneurs. And there's a lot of entrepreneurs within the artisanal village. And they have a lot of products that are a reflection of their creativity. So I help them to market themselves, because it may not be able to market those things in a supermarket or mini market. So they themselves have to be their own outlet.
My usual morning routine is I wake up and then I head out front. My family has a water spigot at the front of our house where I'll pull water for my bucket bath or different things to fill my filter for the morning. My family is in the urban area, and I actually have a lot of more availability to amenities than most volunteers do because I live in an urban area, so that's nice. Sometimes I make breakfast if I have time. Otherwise, I'll visit my favorite breakfast sandwich lady and get a sandwich and some coffee. And then usually I do that on the way to the fields. I head out to my master farm and I'll work there. Sometimes I'll water or plant or whatnot. Otherwise, I'll meet with work partners and set up different plans for future projects. PST is by far one of the hardest things I've ever done. You get off the plane and you're just hit with this wave of heat that just like takes your breath away, and you're just like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can do this. You learn your survival skills. So you walk in and you can be completely honest. They say, who has an agriculture background? Not as many as you would think would raise their hands at all by any means. And they say, okay, well, by the time you leave these doors after PST, you will know what you need to know. And I didn't believe them, to be honest. I was like, there's no way you're gonna teach me what I need to learn in 2 months, plus language, and have this all figured out. I'm gonna be horrible, this is horrible, I'm not prepared. The tech team is amazing. They work with you, they know you're tired, they know you're stressed, they know that you're sick a lot of the time as well in PST, and they just work with that. If you miss a session, or if you just really say, I can't do this right now, I'm probably going to throw up. And they're like, okay, go away, and we'll teach you it after. You just have to completely engulf yourself in the community that you're placed in and just try and learn everything you can, but it's so hard, it's so hot, food is different, you're getting sick all the time, but there's also no better feeling than when you're finished with it. One time I got really sick my first day. I didn't have any words. I didn't know how to say my stomach hurts because it's the very first day, and I was trying to leave. My family's trying to give me breakfast, and they gave me spicy onions on a piece of bread. And I knew I had been choking down getting sick all morning, and they put it in front of me, and I tried to back away and try to hold it down. There's nothing I could do, and I got up in the same time my mom came over, and I vomited on her arm. All I could say was, yay, which is mom and wool up. I couldn't say I'm sorry. I couldn't say I'm really sick, nothing. I didn't even say goodbye. I just went, yay, yay, like in this sad, defeated voice. And then my teacher was like, oh, we're so sorry, but we have to go.
How would I describe Senegal? I would definitely describe it as hot. Coming from the Caribbean, I took for granted researching the climate and the heat, but it's a different type of heat. If you've ever been in a kitchen and used an oven, it's the type of oven preheat settings that you constantly feel when you open up the oven and that heat hits you and it goes away, but in Senegal it doesn't go away. It's just constant.
Senegal's a very welcoming and energetic place. People are very curious. They're eager to learn and they're gonna embrace you.
No two volunteers have the same service. You can be in the same region, the same area, the same country, but everything can be totally different from volunteer to volunteer.
In a village, you tend to have the people there as your extended family. There are people that you see every day, you interact with them, you may have a tie with numerous peoples in one day. In the urban sites, you may see your work partner like once every 2 weeks because you've worked with so many. Like in Kola, the main city, it's a city of 100,000. So it's benefits and there are disadvantages, but it depends on your personality where you'll feel more comfortable.
When you enter your village, you'll be in a completely different environment than you're used to. The weather will be hot, the people will be speaking a foreign language that you don't understand, and that's overwhelming at first. You kind of roll with it, and as you go on, it turns into something that you really enjoy.
My family said we're going to Gamu, which is this big party celebration, and we piled into my parents' car, which is not everyone's service. Their parents don't always have a car, but mine do. And we got into the car and everyone was speaking this language I didn't know at all. And I felt so out of place. I'm in this tight, uncomfortable dress. I have makeup on that I would never wear. And then this moment in the car happens where everyone's arguing, people are elbowing each other. My mom's telling my brother how to drive. My brother's saying, you might as well drive then. And there's just like some fighting. Somebody passes gas, they want the window go down, they're all laughing, and I turn and I realize that this is the same as the US. Like, I am completely worlds away. I don't know what they're saying exactly, but my little brother and sister are trying to make room, they're elbowing each other, and it's just a family trip to somewhere. And I thought, wow, this is crazy. This is literally, families are the same wherever you are.
You want to take the time out to research and look at the culture and see if it's something that is going to fit with you as an individual.
I'd want them to consider that they might not in the end be doing what they want to be doing. They're going to have to do what's needed to be done based on community needs and also what Peace Corps requires. So if you come in as a health volunteer and you know you want to do malaria and you're interested in malaria, then you're placed in the north and there's no malaria, but there are no latrines, you might have to do a latrine project.
I would want them to know, yes, you're giving up life opportunities in the States, but you're gaining so many amazing opportunities here in Senegal.
I'd say right now, start talking to as many people as you can, finding out what Peace Corps is really about. You're going to be challenged, but you're going to grow because of those challenges. You're going to learn a lot from them.
You'll just experience things that you would never get to experience in America because you didn't do this.
If you do have a lot of experience coming into the Peace Corps, you're trying to do a career change, and you're concerned that you're just going to be having a lot of fun and not getting anything done, that's not true. You're going to get a lot of work done. It's going to be highly valued by a lot of agencies that are looking for people with experience, with maturity, and who also have a lot of field experience. And so Peace Corps is great for that.
You learn something new every day, and I think that if someone had told me to look at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, reflect on just one thing you learned that day that you never knew before, and every day you'll have something. If they're feeling super unqualified, then no matter what, take that out of the equation. If you want to really do this, if you do not really want to do this, then you're not being a chicken, you're not being not following your dreams, anything like that. If there is a hesitation, then maybe make a list or reprioritize, talk to some family, really think about things like that. And if there's still that pull, like, I want to do this in Senegal, I know I don't know much about it, but it's something I can do and I want to do, then come. you'll have a great time. If it's something that you're hesitant, you didn't really want Senegal, you're not sure, still probably come because it will be life-changing, but you need to do some research a little bit, if that makes sense.
These 2 years are really a time for me to apply everything that I learned working at universities with diverse groups of people, with anthropology, with public health, and with French. It was all going to come together here in Senegal. And I think that that's exactly what has happened.